Hello, welcome to Empyrean's Oracle. Today we are going to be doing a career reading, so let's get started. So the first charm we have the moon. We have a cup of tea or coffee. Have rain clouds. A check. Looks like a voting check. And then we have, what is this? Like a lantern. Okay, so the moon and the lantern could be connected. That's like dark. Also the cloud. And also, on a cloudy day, you might want to have like some tea or some coffee or a hot drink. I don't know, this feels like the perfect day. So I feel like if you are currently looking for jobs, you're going to find a job that feels just right for you. To people on the outside, it might be like, why would you choose a job like this? But I feel like for you, it's going to be just right. If you're someone who's looking for a night position, I do feel like that's going to work out for you. And also for people who like are applying for jobs online that don't really give you a lot of information, it's like there's something significant about like not being given enough information. We'll think. Oh my God, I can't. Can I speak? We'll look more at it later. But let's see. We have the Ace of Wands, the Puppeteer, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Hermit. See, it's like a you're being reinvigorated. So I don't know, this could be a promotion, this could be you starting a new job. You know, this could even be like you saying something or doing something that potentially could get you fired, but you don't really care. Like I could read that a number of ways. It's like there's like a fire that's being lit, and it's either changing something inside of you or changing something externally. Okay, but then we have the Puppeteer. It feels like this is someone who is aware of where they are in the system. Like this isn't like someone who, you know, hasn't gotten a promotion in 20 years but still thinks that there's one coming. It doesn't feel like that's you. I feel like you're aware of how the system works, but I feel like most of you, you're trying not to rock the boat. I know I said that there could be someone who's trying to like burn the system down. That could be just a few of you, but I feel like most of you guys are aware how things work, but you're also aware that you need a certain level of security and stability. So you're not going to say anything that's going to rock the boat too much. Like, you know, when you're in certain systems, like you have to play the game a little bit so you don't lose your freaking job. You know what I mean? Four of Swords. But there is still this energy of someone who is playing the game a little bit, but who's like plotting behind the scenes. That's what it feels like. Maybe that's why like the secretive nature of the moon is coming out. Because like this does feel perfect, you know, like darkness and like a little lantern, but it's raining, but you have like a nice warm drink. Like that feels right. But then even in that energy, it's like, well, if there was darkness or light, wouldn't most people prefer light? Like this is like a rainy day with like a hot drink is nice, but when you compare it to like light, like daylight, I think most people would prefer that. So when it comes to the energy that I'm reading, I feel like on the outside, you seem like someone who is perfectly happy with the circumstances at work, but you're plotting behind the scenes. Like, you know, people don't realize that I actually prefer it this way and I actually maybe don't even want to work here at all. I hope what I'm saying is making sense because that's just the way it feels. And the thing is, you are very great at playing the game. Like, I feel like you're someone who, you know, you may be an introvert, but you sort of cosplay as someone who's extroverted. You're someone who maybe doesn't like working in groups, but you're a really great person to work with. Like, you're a great collaborator. So you know how to play the game. You're so freaking good at it. That's sort of why maybe I was having trouble reading your energy at the beginning, but no, you're great at playing the game and you understand what it is you have to do. Like, what are you trying to do though? We have 10 of Wands. Like, my eyes went to that when I said, what are you trying to do? know why. This is kind of reminding me of like Undercover Boss a little bit. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if this is a situation where you are kind of making yourself seem less important, or trying to make your skills seem less valuable so you're not handed too much work. Because you know how like there are certain jobs that's like, oh, you know, like we're gonna give you this new title, but it doesn't come with any pay, or like already any extra pay. So it's like, yes, you're rewarding me with more responsibilities without giving me any money. Like, I feel like in your situation, you're sort of, it's almost given like quiet quitting. Like, you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do the bare minimum. But the thing is, I feel like for you, the bare minimum still looks like someone who gets the job done, right? But at the end of the day, like you're doing the bare minimum because you understand that the system you're in can only push you so far, and so you're not going to do more than like okay, basically what I'm trying to say is you're not going to give more to the business or the corporation than you're going to get back. Okay, and then you're like, it's too much of a burden. I feel like because you know that you're undervalued, you're at the point where you're like, you know what? Since you're not treating me the way I want to be treated, I'm not going to give you more than you're giving me. That's what it is. So that's basically where you're at right now. And what's so funny is that jobs, they'll tell you that you're extremely valuable, but then the money don't match the value you claim I have, right? Like, what? Makes no sense. But yeah, that's sort of where you're at right now. I do still kind of feel like you are entry level. It's either you're entry level, but you have a really deep understanding of how systems and corporations work to the point where you know you should not do more than necessary, especially if you're at a job that literally shows no signs of giving you more responsibilities with more pay. Or you could be someone who is quite seasoned in this field, or seasoned in like the corporate world, so you know like not to give more than you get. Yeah, I just feel like you bring like a freshness or a newness to the work that you do. Like, maybe you inspire people to also not give more than they get. You're like almost a trailblazer in that way. But it's like a quiet trailblazer a little bit, because the page of swords can shake stuff up if they want to. But I feel like they will also try to be secretive about it. This really does feel like I don't know, it's reminding me of, I don't know why it's reminding me of like the show Paradise. It just feels like people working together to try to uncover something, but on the outside it looks like everything's fine. Or it looks like they're playing to the system, but it's like they know that something's wrong and they're trying to fix it or trying to find out more information about the system that they're in. That's what it feels like. And then with the Hermit, yeah, I feel like you're great at blending in with other people, but it's still clear that you're not like other people. Like, how do I say this? Like, you know, when you meet someone who is very social, they can talk to anyone. It's like, okay, they can blend in great. They can blend in to a great extent. But you also know deep down, like, oh, maybe there's something special about them. Or maybe they have a certain charm you never experienced. Like, there's a way to blend in while also standing out. And I feel like that's what you're great at. Maybe you've even been told that, right? I feel like that's like a great skill of yours. And especially if you're someone who is this sort of trailblazer, it is important to be able to blend in to an extent, but not so much so to the point where you lose your individuality. I feel like you're just on that precipice where you can blend in, but you don't lose yourself and you do not lose sight of the mission. I do feel like you have a really big purpose on this earth, because like I feel like the way I'm speaking is very vague, but it really just is because your purpose feels sort of vague. Spirit, what's this person's purpose? What's their purpose? What's their purpose? Their soul's purpose. You have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely meant to stand out. I feel like you're meant to be the type of person who, when people meet you, they know exactly who you are and what you're about. But I feel like you're already like that. So you're already living out your purpose. If you're someone who's like, oh my God, I don't know what my purpose is. You are such, how do I say it? You're such an authentic person that even if someone or something tried to pull you away from your purpose, you would never be too far from it. Like I feel like I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say you're already fulfilling your purpose because you know who you are, even when you're in systems or around people who try to distract you from who you are. It's not gonna work. What's their soul's purpose? What's their soul's purpose? So you have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to like either fight for the underdog or fight for a bigger cause. So this is sort of giving like activism. I don't know if that's like something you're interested in. So what are they supposed to do in this career? What are they supposed to do in this career? Ooh. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're supposed to be a part of the change that's going to occur in this industry. That's sort of why you're allowing yourself to be a puppet. Because you know that in order to make change, you have to play the game a little bit, and that's what you're doing. It's going to take a hell of a lot of patience, though. It's going to be worth it. But it's going to take a lot out of you. What's their next steps? What's some advice for them or some next steps? And the Four of Swords. Okay, so we have 2 Four of Swords. So I feel like Spirit's just emphasizing rest. Because think about, like, if you have such a big purpose like this and, you know, you sort of have to have periods of not being your full self just so you can play the game. Like, you're going to need to be able to rest and recharge after that and still, and, like, be able to be yourself again. So make sure you're setting out time to, like, rest and recharge. Judgment. Like, this is your purpose. Like, your purpose is to sort of, I feel like the word infiltrate is, like, a bit dramatic, but that's what it feels like. You're supposed to infiltrate places where maybe people aren't being treated fairly. Maybe things haven't changed in a long time, and you know the system or the industry or the corporation needs to catch up and start treating people better. You're supposed to wake people up. Oh, maybe that's why I get it. So Four of Swords, like, not only is that about you needing to rest and recharge, but you also are going to be in charge of waking people up. But you also, like, the thing is, even if your eyes are open, doesn't necessarily mean you're awake. So I feel like you're meant to open people's eyes to deeper truths that cannot be understood or seen just with your, you know, your regular eyes. It's like you have to look a little bit deeper, and that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to help people look a little bit deeper. I do feel like you give off activism vibes. Definitely do. Trailblazer. And I feel like you're meant to deal with people and circumstances that are very difficult for other people to deal with, and you know, other people might be like, oh, this is a lost cause, but I think you're meant to help people in situations that feel like that feel like a lost cause, because you're so patient and you're so, I feel like you're very trustworthy. Like, people trust you. So you're meant to deal with difficult people, difficult circumstances, okay? Yeah. Yeah. That was beautiful. Okay, so I'm wishing you the best of luck. You just seem like an amazing person, really. And you're so authentic that, like I said, even in times where you think you're not fulfilling your purpose, you are. That's just how authentic you are, that you can't not fulfill your purpose. Even before you knew what your purpose was, you were still fulfilling it, because it's tied to authenticity, and you're nothing if not authentic, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.